Halo. Halo semuanya. Apa kabar? Baik. Hari Jumat nih, besok udah weekend. Aku mah besok tetap aja kerja. Tapi aku tetap semangat karena aku akan tetap main PARANORMASIGHT. Kok kayaknya kedip-kedip ya ini ya? Coba, semoga dalam game udah enggak ya. Right. Kebayang nggak sih itu kayak masih awal banget semua? Itu masih flashback semua, belum ada ke yang hari ini gitu. Ishima investigation. Aku mau lanjutin ke Yumeko sama dulu ya. A mermaid corpse has been discovered on the beach near Ichika town. While Yumeko and her partner are investigating its whereabouts, they run into an important local figure. Okay, so jadi wait, let me pull up a summary first from deep within my mind. Okay. Jadi kita kemarin main yang ini, Futamigaura Investigation, sama Unidentified Skeleton. Ini kan kita nemu ini nih, yang skeleton mermaid ini. Terus si Yumeko sama dan Sodokun, mereka menginvestigasi ini tuh beneran atau enggak sih, atau sebenarnya cuma mayat palsu doang. Karena ternyata pokoknya dari zaman Edo gitu ya, zaman dulu banget, banyak banget mayat putri duyung palsu di Jepang. Nah, setelah diinvestigasi sama siapa namanya, Sodokun nih, kan dia punya kekuatan ini kan, yang Shagan itu, untuk melihat wajah orang yang sudah meninggal. Walaupun kayak cuma dari lihat sebagian dari tubuhnya doang, kayak misalkan cuma jarinya doang, dia langsung bisa lihat wajah arwahnya itu tuh kayak apa gitu kan. Nah, terus habis dari situ si Sodo ngasih tahu lah ke siapa namanya, Yumeko, kalau ya itu bukan mermaid, itu tuh manusia yang dikutuk jadi ikan, tapi belum sempurna gitu terkutuknya. Kayak baru sampai dari pundak sampai kaki, terus dia sudah meninggal duluan. Ternyata pas dikasih Shagan ini, dilihat wajahnya sebenarnya siapa sih, ternyata orang itu adalah cewek ini, namanya Somekawa. Nah, Somekawa itu siapa? Terus masuk ke chapter ini yang Unidentified Skeleton. Ternyata sebelum menikah ke Futamigaura kemarinnya, atau sebenarnya nggak dikasih tahu sih tanggal berapa, tapi kayak hari sebelumnya gitulah, mereka itu ke Ise, atau bukan Ise, kemana ya namanya ya tempatnya, aku lupa, salah buka. Ichika Town di sini. Bukan Ichika. Oh ya benar, Ichika. Awalnya sebenarnya mereka mau ke ini kan, ke pulau ini Kameshima. Tapi mereka mampir dulu ke Ijikatan ini karena ternyata di sini nemuin ada pemancing yang nggak sengaja mancing potongan mayat gitu lah ya. Setelah diinvestigasi ternyata kemungkinan mereka itu mati karena ada dari kutukan gitu, kutukan arwahnya nggak tahu, belum tahu sih itu kutukan apa, tapi pokoknya kutukan arwah dari swordsman gitu. Jadi makanya kayak si mayatnya itu terpotong-potong gitu kan. Oh, ini dia. Halo. Selamat datang. Selamat malam, Wei. Aku sedang membahas yang kemarin sambil mengingat-ingat. Aku kemarin cuma main 2 chapter ini doang nih. Huta Migaura Investigation sama Unidentified Skeleton. Karena ternyata cukup lama ini, 1 jam. Ya, di sini kan mereka ini investigasi apa namanya mayat mermaid gitu. Kemarin ada live, kemarin ada. Nanti nggak masuk ya. Besok aku jelaskan apa yang terjadi karena cuma sedikit. Nah, kita ngeliat ini kan mayat putri duyung ini, terus diinvestigasi nih sama ini cewek ini namanya Yumeko sama. Yumeko sama. Ternyata dia tuh kayak detektif gitu, tapi dari divisi paranormal activity. Padahal sebenarnya dia punya kekuatan spiritual tapi cuma kecil doang, cuma kak. Tapi dia jadi kayak salah satu tim elit dari paranormal affair itu. Terus ini asisten dia namanya Sodo Kiryu. Dia literally jujutsu sorcerer. Dia bisa banyak banget tuh, dia bisa nge-curse orang, dia kayak bisa ngelihat arwah. Terus kayak bahkan dia bisa bikin domain expansion. Macam-macam majalah orang itu. Tapi setelah apa namanya diinvestigasi itu kan mayat mermaidnya, ternyata itu bukan mayat mermaid tapi orang yang dikutuk jadi ikan. Cuma kayak waktu dia baru kekutuk setengah orangnya mati gitu, jadi kayak kutukannya berhenti gitu. Dan orang itu adalah cewek ini namanya Somekawa. Nah, tadi aku di awal cerita itu. Terus habis itu masuk ke chapter ini dimana si Yumeko ketemu sama si Somekawa waktu dia masih hidup. Dan menurut aku Somekawa itu ibunya Yuza. Karena di sini namanya nama maiden name dia kan Mare Somekawa. Somekawa dikutuk gara apa enggak belum tahu. Ya kan, terus di sini dia ketemu sama Somekawa terus kayak dia mikir kayak cewek ini terlihat kayak mencurigakan gitu, ayo kita investigasi gitu. Terus pas mereka lagi investigasi, tiba-tiba ada orang yang bilang kalau ada apa sih, mayat mermaid yang ditemuin gitu, tapi sama entah itu pemerintahnya atau siapa gitu, pokoknya ada, tiba-tiba ada yang nyuri terus ngumpetin itu mayatnya entah di mana. Nah terus mereka ini mau pergi ke sini, ke kuil buat nyari mayat mermaidnya itu kemana. By the way, mayatnya itu beda sama yang ini ya, bukan sama kalau ini kayak, karena ini sehari sebelumnya. Oke, let's go. Mr. Yamashina, thank you for agreeing to meet us with us on such a short notice. I understand you're a busy man. Oh no, nge-glitch nggak sih? Kayak tadi biasa aja, kenapa tiba-tiba ada nge-glitch? Not like I have much choice when it's some big wig from the perfect... beneran nge-glitch dong. Biarkan aku nge-reload game ya. Oh mungkin yang kemarin nggak ada notifnya karena aku pakai waiting room yang kemarinnya itu yang aku ketiduran. Ini versi Switch. Kayaknya kalau versi Switch emang agak buram gitu ya. Kalau versi Steam pasti lebih bening menurut aku, tapi nggak tahu sih benar apa enggak. Makanya dia kayak tulisannya agak buram. Tapi kemarin tuh sebenarnya aku udah ubah apa sih kayak settingnya gitu. Katanya emang ada setting yang bikin tulisannya tuh buram gitu. Aku turn off sih, tapi aku ngelihatnya ya kalau aku main kayak sama aja gitu. Nggak tahu ada ini buram apa enggak nanti. Lama juga ya reloadnya. Ini versi HP mahal. Emang mahal tau, ini salah satu VN yang mahal. VN tuh rata-rata kayak 200 ribuan kali ya. Selama ini kalau aku main otome itu udah mahal ya, 200-300 ribu. 400 ribu. Tapi ya ada harga, ada kualitas sih menurutku, kayak untuk VN ini terlihat sangat bagus gitu. Aku suka banget. Nah, belinya 30 ribuan ya, itu berbeda mungkin ya. Aku aja selama ini suka main VN, suka carinya yang gratisan. Karena kayak apa ya, aku tuh takutnya kayak udah beli ternyata aku nggak suka gitu loh. Gimana dong? Aku nggak suka. Bagus ya emang, ya kan bagus, kayak aku suka banget itu, kayak ekspresi karakternya tuh banyak banget, terus kayak angle kameranya benar-benar berasa kayak film di shoot dari berbagai angle. Kenapa ini tak mau launching-launching? Udah 10 tahun. Playtime aku udah 8 jam dong. Masa 8 jam sih? Kok lama banget? Bahkan aku baru 4, mentok 5 jam lah. Oh, aku baru ingat kalau kemarin aku grinding diving minigame ya. Sore-sore sebelum stream. Aku udah jadi profesional ama diver sekarang. Profesional ama diver. Iya, aku offline grinding waktu itu. Udah levelnya udah maksimal semua itu divingnya. Oke. I think I have much choice when it's some big pig from prefectural police. So Yoshiki from Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. Sorry. Ih, kakek ini serem dah. I don't know why. He looks evil. And here I thought you were just some housemaid. You sure you are from the police in that getup? Oh, he's rude. Well, I am primarily a housewife by trade, but that's highly important right now. also known as Ukakudono. I believe, after hearing so many rumors, it's an honor to make your acquaintances. Rumors, huh? Ukakudono. Yoshiatsu Yamashina. 70 tahun cuy. Taikun tuh orang kaya ya? Apa sih artinya? Wealthy tycoon. Kayak pebisnis gitu ya maksudnya ya. Unmarried? Belum nikah cuy. Oke, ternyata dia jualan ini, apa namanya, kayak jimat. Awalnya kayak keluarga dia jualan jimat gitu, terus akhirnya merambah ke berbagai macam industri. Oke, terus kayak di umur 30 dia kayak mewarisi semua semua perusahaan yang dipunyai keluarga dia, terus sama dia langsung dijual semua. Dijual semua. Terus dia masuk ke usaha real estate. Real estate dan saham ya. Dan dia jadi super kaya begitu. Terus dia kayak nge-mentorin banyak orang yang mau jadi pebisnis gitu. Oh, termasuk Pak Kades, Pak Kades. Sini, yang ini si bapak ini ternyata dia anak buahnya Yoshi Yoshiatsu Yamashina. Tapi ternyata dia kayak apa namanya, kayak sering nggak bayar pajak dan melakukan banyak hal-hal ilegal lain, kayak media kontrol. Ya, tipikal tipikal pebisnis shady. Oke, oke, karena kan dia belum nikah ya, dan dia nggak jadinya nggak punya anak kan. Terus dia jadi kayak bingung dia mau apa namanya, mewariskan semua kekayaan dia kemana gitu. Dia juga nggak mau ngasih kekayaan dia ke orang yang nggak dia percaya. Ya, akhirnya dia kayak mulai research tentang immortality gitu supaya dia bisa hidup lebih panjang. Dan dia menghabiskan banyak uang untuk research itu. Jadi berarti mereka mencurigai kalau si orang ini yang ngambil mayat mermaid yang hilang. Karena kan dibilangnya mermaid, kalau kamu makan daging mermaid nanti kamu bisa jadi immortal. I hear you've been doing some under the table research into immortality. And so what if I am? Well, no, I wouldn't have expected you to be such a dreamer. But it does make you just a bit more relatable. Relatable? You can laugh all you want. What's it got to do with the police anyway? It seems on this particular occasion it has quite a bit to do with the police, unfortunately. You don't say. Oi! The splendid garden all fall within the grounds of Mr. Ramashima's Ise City Estate. Part of me wonder why he needs so much space when he doesn't have a family. Ya juga ya. But I suppose he hasn't managed to maintain. Cari stiker. Oh, itu dia. Lagi ada stiker lagi nggak? Soundtracknya Yumeko enak banget dah. I like. After looking into the corpse of the mermaid found earlier this morning, it seemed highly likely that it was taken into the custody of Mr. Yamashina here. He's quite a big shot around here with plenty of weight to throw around both politically and financially. Of course, all the local police know of him and of his moniker, Ka Kuntono. We had to get one of the higher-ups to act as an intermediary to even get a meeting with him. Okay. Personally, I'm happy as long as we can get the mermaid corpse back from him. Although I certainly won't complain if he can tell us something about the curse as well. I hear he's quite the curmudgeon, so we'll have to watch our step when dealing with him. Curmudgeon itu apa? This is Yoshiatsu Yamashina. He's a tycoon with multiple properties and companies to his name, mostly based here in Iseshima. He's long been rumored of being involved in various shady dealings. Special investigation has had an eye on him for quite a while now, but they haven't managed to find any concrete evidence so far. It seems he has a knack for pinning the blame on his subordinates before finding a way to slip away. Needless to say, he and the police are quite familiar with each other at this point. Though I don't know if he has local police chief and politician under his thumb behind the scene. There's no need for me to get involved in all that. I'll be satisfied as long as I get the information we need from him. Apparently, he was that crested Hakama every day, not exactly casual for most people. Wearing something like that in the summer heat, that's commitment to keeping up appearance. Ya juga ya, ini berlapis-lapis ya. Look, your assistant also wears something super tertutup dan hitam, panas dong. People like Yamashina have a tendency to underestimate me whenever I'm with them alone. Having someone intimidating like Soda with me gets them to take me more seriously. I'm glad he's here with me today. Is he intimidating? This guy? He looks cute. I'm amazed we were able to get an appointment with him this quickly. Yes, and all thanks to Detective Ida. It would seem he's quite a capable fellow. Okay, let's stop. I'll get straight to the point. I believe you took a mermaid corpse into your possession this morning. Oh! What? That corpse is linked to an ongoing case. We came here to ask you to release it into the police custody. No idea what you're talking about. Of course, you will get something in return. We have some information. I'm sure you'll find it quite profitable in exchange. Like I said, no idea what you're talking about. If that's all you came here, then scram. Oh, pity. I really thought you'd be interested in what we had to share. Assuming you really are interested in immortality. Huh? Well, I suppose we barely know each other. It's only natural that you'll be wary of our intentions. What do you say to a little chat to get to know each other better, Mr. Ukakurano? Eek! She's so cool! About Yamashina. I've been putting up quite a bit of efforts into training up the younger generation recently. What's your take on today's shows? Useless. A lot of them. Bunch of pushovers that have let all the new generation try to go to their heads. We're the ones who built this country back up after the war, but they're out there starting around like they own the place. Far too big for their britches. Britches? My, what a sketching film. What a resident member of the new generation like to comment around? So dong, kayak udah terpojok. Please don't call me that. I have given searching for a successor though. Given your strong opinions on the matter, I take it that you're strongly. Though I can see why you could lead to a desire for immortality. After all, there's no need to cede your legacy to someone else if you can remain at the range yourself, huh? That might have been true when I started my research. Oh? I take it that it isn't the case now. I'm no spring chicken. The thought of living for hundreds of years like this ain't exactly appealing anymore. Okay, good. Living for a long time is just suffering. Don't see much point in immortality if I'm already long past my prime. That's right. Kecuali rebirth. Oh, no. Or maybe kayak kembali muda gitu. Well, that certainly is different from the rules. My apologies for jumping to conclusion. You have my wholehearted agreement that immortality doesn't necessarily bring happiness though. Let me clear up one more thing while we're at it. I've already decided on my successor. Oh! Don't tell me it's the Pakades. Turns out my perfect candidate was right under my nose the entire time. I haven't told them yet, but the sharp one, they'll do a fine job. Is that so? I'm glad to hear it. I suppose that would mean that you no longer have any need for immortality then. Who said I wasn't still interested? It simply has nothing to do with my successor. I still intend on continuing my research for medical advancement, you understand? You think of it as doing my bit for society. You lot are always quick to assume the worst or whatever I do. How about you mind your own business for a chance? Well, there's not much we can say to that. We'll try to be more discerning from now on. That's portrait sketch? Oh, okay. I've already chosen my successor. No need to harp on about it anymore. Already written up my will and passed it off to my lawyer. You be sure to let your friends at the police know too. By the way, you're obviously not just some run-of-the-mill cop. Who are you? Why? I believe I mentioned it when I introduced myself. I'm just a simple housewife. Unlikely thing. Plus, that fellow next to you also got a strange air about him. He's no ordinary person, is he? My, how observant of you. I suppose you could say that, yes. Doesn't change genius. Doesn't take a genius to see it. One of them. Phonic psychic types. Phony psychic types? You think he's a phony? Phony? You don't have to lie. There are far too many of your kind around lately. Cozying up to the simple by feeding them a bunch of nonsense. Liars and cheaters, all of you. You seem to have quite a chip on your shoulder about this, Mr. Yamashina. Don't know if it's because of this occult craze going around, but I've seen far too many falls getting taken by the tribe. Occult craze. Supernatural, alien, cryptic, lost civilization, extrasensory perception. Loch Ness, Tsuchinoko, Hibagon, urban legend. Kuchisake Onna and Hanako-san. A few examples of stories that have captivated the public interest magazine specializing in paranormal phenomena continue to thrive with no end to craze insight. No, ini mirip tempat yang tadi ya. That Wakamura at Kameshima is one of them. Talk about the waste of potential. Oh, oke, jadi apa namanya? Penerusnya bukan Wakamura berarti. Wakamura? Who might this Wakamura be? Wakamura is one of my protege. He's the one currently in charge over at Kameshima. Used to have high hopes for that one, but that changed when he came under the control of some phony sorcerer in Tokyo. A phony sorcerer in Tokyo? You heard right, since then there's been no end to his nonsense. Buying properties out in the mountains, changing company names, all because of something the sorcerer whispered in his ear. He even told me the layout of my house was unlucky and tried to get me to renovate the place. Just recently he was going on about some curse causing a big storm. Oh, okay, that's sort of rubbish. Oh, a storm caused by a curse, you say? Even said the storm 5 years ago was caused by the same curse. He's been trying to wield me into helping him find some way to stop it. But I'm done with him and his ramblings, man's squirrel's cause. He'll be coming over here tomorrow morning, but I'm thinking it's time to have someone else take the reins around Kameshima. I see. So even though you believe in immortality, you refuse to associate it with anything to do with the occult. And you do? I figured someone claiming to be a cop would have more sense than that. How are you meant to solve crimes if criminals can just pull out curse left and right? You won't find me disagreeing there. So, what exactly has this Wakamura been saying about this curse? Hell if I remember. Why don't you go to Kameshima and ask the man yourself? Maybe we will. Thank you for the information. Is there anything you can tell us about those phony sorcerer this Wakamura is devoted to? Wakamura went on about how there's some big shot weapon on television. I never heard of him. As I said, just ask him yourself. Of course, we should do so. Can't say I care much about who you are anymore. Like, stop! You going around with some phony psychic tells me all I need to know. How dare you? Sodo, calm down. He can think what he wants. About mermaids. There's one thing I should warn you about. Eating the flesh of that mermaid you found won't claim your immortality. And what would you know about that? Well, you know, one hears all sort of things in this day and age. I don't know where it came from, but there seems to be a legend that eating a mermaid flesh will grant one immortality. All I wanted to say is that That is just a legend. It has no basis in reality at all. How can you be so sure? Just think about it. If that legend were true, wouldn't it be strange that no confirmed immortals have ever been found? Yeah? Who's to say they aren't just living in hiding? The legend of Yao Bikuni is passed down in over 100 places across Japan, yet not a single variable immortal has ever been found to show for it. So, you mean to say all those legends were fake? Please, even just one of those tales is true, there's always the chance there's an immortal hiding away somewhere. I see, so you really are quite a dreamer, aren't you? I figured you were trying to bluff me out of that mermaid corpse for some reason or other. But now I'm sure of it, that thing's hiding some sort of secret, isn't it? Something you don't want me to find out. Is there something that I can talk to him about? Should I really talk about all of this? I'm scared. So you admit that you have mermaid corpse then? Oh, don't worry, we'll assume as much from the start. If I'm not mistaken, that mermaid was in sort of mummified state, no? I doubt you'll be eating as it is. Surely there's no harm in handing it over. So you can hold it for yourself? You won't fool me that easily. You don't think that a rare specimen like that ought to be placed in the care of a proper research institute? I'm saying I'll get a specialist research institute to study it, problem solve. I suppose so. I'll make sure that mermaid gets studied properly. Don't you worry about that. Perhaps he isn't as fixated on immortality as I thought. That is was in a rather unfavorable position. How should we approach this, I wonder? How should we approach this? By the way, you're quite well connected around these parts, if I'm not mistaken. This doesn't have anything to do with what we came here to talk about. But I was wondering if we happen to recognize the person in this sketch. It seems he lived in the Iseshima area around 6 years ago. No, never seen him. This is a sketch of one of the victims from that case. You sure have no idea who it could be? First I've heard of it actually. Go on, interesting things that have nothing to do with me. Got no interest. Okay, got no interest. How? How about this then? If you agree to give up the mermaid, we'll tell you what we know in return. For someone who doesn't seem to believe in the occult, you seem awfully fixated on this mermaid and immortality. Which suggests to me that you found something you consider quite conclusive. But what are you on about now? Well, I happen to know a bit more about mermaids than most people. Ma'am, are you sure? It's fine. I had the opportunity to do some research into them a while back, you see. You don't say, man. Well, mermaids do indeed have the ability to grant a human immortality. Oh! Huh, I knew it. More precisely, individuals granted immortality in this way are known as 800 years immortals. So, they have a lifespan of 800 years? What is that? That's right. As the name suggests, they gain 800 years of remaining life. That doesn't look like a human. During this time, they won't age a day, and even if they die, they resurrect immediately. Sounds like a real blessing. No, I'm afraid it's anything but. One who defies the very laws of nature like that is no longer human. They're an anomalous being that should not be allowed to exist. As such, our position requires that any such individual we find are dealt with as swiftly as possible. Itu apa sih bentuknya? Itu kayak orang terjatuh gitu ya? Indeed, this immortality was originally a curse mermaids placed upon humans. A curse? Immortality is neither a blessing nor salvation for the living. It's a curse that robs them of the ability to die. None of those who have become 800-year immortals have found happiness. Not one. It renders living among other humans impossible and makes them an outcast from society. Of course, there are a few years at first when life will be tolerable, but after that, every meeting ends in parting. Ye are with whomever you love or are loved by. Even if you find acceptance, it will only be for a time. You will always be shunned eventually. Wait, before we see the silhouette, can I say something? Actually, siang ini aku mikir, do you think that she's an immortal? Age-nya secret. Mungkinkah dia immortal? What if? I also think that Yuza is an immortal because like at the prologue, he should have died gak sih? Harusnya dia mati gak sih pas dia ditarik sama monster ke dalam laut itu? Tapi somehow dia kayak tiba-tiba balik aja gitu, kayak bangun lagi. Suspek immortal nomor 1 Yuza, nomor 2 Yumeko sama. You experience this over and over for 800 years. 800 years unable to die with loneliness as your constant companion. This is why many see no other results than a life of monastic seclusion, just as Yao Bikuni did. Itu siluet siapa? Aduh, gak kelihatan lagi. I suppose that makes sense. Still, there will always be those who seek immortality, always have, always will be. You think so? I, for one, struggle to see that appeal. In any case, there are also certain conditions that must be met for this curse of immortality to be effective. Eating mermaid's flesh alone isn't enough to make you an 800-year immortal. Oh, and what exactly are these conditions? Sorry to disappoint, but I'm not aware of the specific there myself. Really? Really? Jadi kamu tetap harus makan daging mermaid, terus ada syarat tertentu yang dipenuhi, baru kamu akan terkutuk untuk menambah umur selama 800 tahun gitu ya. Setelah kamu terkena kutukan, badannya menghilang, terus dari daging mermaid yang kamu makan itu akan tumbuh lagi badan yang baru. Terus kayak soulnya terpindahkan ke badan yang baru itu. Hah? Their soul is then transferred to this professional body, which they are able to control as if it were their own, with their consciousness presiding over both their soul and body from the head. As such, they could already be considered to be more spirit in nature than human. Why though? If the individual is fatally wounded or contracts an illness that results in their death, their body will instantly be restored to its default state, allowing them to revive. Oke, jadi revive. Kalau dia mati atau sakit, badannya akan diperbaiki sendiri gitu. In the event they lost any body parts, their heart will treat the largest remaining part of them as their mind body and regenerate any lost part from them, with the removed parts subsequently vanishing. This even occurs in the event that the lost body part is the head. What? However, these individuals heal from non-fatal wounds at only a slightly faster rate than their bodies would be capable of naturally. As these people feel physical sensation and pain to the same extent as they would have in their original body, it is extremely difficult to tell whether an individual is an 800-year immortal or not unless they die, even for the individual themselves. The lifespan of this professional body is 100 years from the time of its creation. Due to the individual's original body already being lost, not even the mermaid responsible for the original curse is able to dispel it. The individual will only see the end of the long life once 800 years have passed. Okay, that is scary. What? But I can't say this as much, at least. The mummy you have in your possession is the mermaid. Tapi yes, okay, I don't know about mermaid. Bullshit, and no way that's anything other than a mermaid. What I mean to say is that a mummy is a different being from the mermaids who wield this curse. Not all half-fish, half-human beings are mermaids, you see. In fact, calling them all by the same name is what led to mishap like this one. Whoa, oh wait, okay. Jangan bilang mermaid itu kepala ikan badan manusia. Say what? You mean to tell me that's not a mermaid? That the real mermaids are a completely separate thing? That's right, which is why I can say with confidence that eating its flesh will make you immortal. Seems like you weren't bluffing after all. So what is that thing then? There's gotta be some reason for you after it. I imagine that even if you had it discredited and examined, all results would point to it being just a mass of fibers. In other words, nothing more than a man-made fake. Huh? There's a very good reason for that, you see. That mummy is merely a copy of an average human, twisted beyond recognition by a curse of a 4-second fish. What? Another curse? Another curse wielded by mermaids, as it happens. What? Jadi nge-curse juga mermaid? That would be the remain of someone who died under it. It also happens to be the same curse responsible for the mermaid's fall every few hundred years, so occurs. You're joking. Okay, that. You see now why would rather you handed them the mermaid over to us. The poor soul deserves a proper burial, same as anyone else. Surely even you're not so hard-headed as to deny them that. Curse this, curse that. It's all a bunch of hokum, if you ask me. That said, the report I got from the research institute earlier said exactly the same thing. Oh my, I take it you already had the mermaid dissected then. No, look at them. They're so like, that's too bad. That's a human, and he just sudah dipotong-potong, man. It was likely a fake, but asked if I wanted them to keep going anyway. I told them to keep at it, but it should be clear now that you have nothing to gain from researching their corpse. There is a full information on immortality. Won't you consider handing it over? Of course, we could always take it in you. Of course, we could always take you in on charge of abandonment and desecration of a corpse. Alright, have it your way. I'm so glad you've come around. Thank you for your cooperation. Oh my god, Yumeko sama kakui. I'll give you the damn mermaid, but in exchange, I want you to tell me one thing. What is it? You said there are real mermaids out there. Where are the real mermaids hiding then? Oh. I suppose you could call it a secret? The Eternal War? The Eternal War? Mermaids are not creatures of this world, you see. Their original home is Ryugu, the domain of the sea god. Oh, jadi kayak ini kah? Apa itu ya yang kame yang cerita Jepang itu yang ceritanya coba dibawa ke kerajaan di bawah laut itu. Ryugu? And how do you get there? I'm sorry to say that Ryugu's doors are only open to the dead. Going there is impossible for a living human. You could claim anything with a fairy tale like that. It'll sound like hokum. That said, the entrance to Ryugu is said to lie somewhere in the Ise Sea. There have been numerous sightings of mermaids crossing over to this world in the area's long history. Which is why Ise has its share of mermaid legends too. Now that you mention it, I've heard one of the stories too. Some will tell about mermaids being found in some long-lost island called Taishima or the like. What? Wait a moment, where did you hear that story? Got your interest, have I? Looks like this story has some merit to it after all. Wait a minute, Taishima? Itu bukannya... pulau yang hilang ya? Because of aging wave. Iya kan ya? Tuh. Jadi ada kan yang apa sih namanya, kecelakaan 5 tahun lalu itu tuh kayak mereka mencurigai kalau itu tuh karena kutukan ini, namanya tuh kutungan apa sih, kayak raging wave itu. Katanya itu tuh kutukannya gara-gara kayak ada apa namanya, pulau yang dihancurkan gitu deh. Jadi kayak orang-orang yang dulu tinggal di sana itu kayak hantu-hantunya pada mengutuk lautnya. I was simply surprised, that's all. It's not a name I've come across in historical books. An island said to have previously been located to the south of Kameshima. Ikan dia sudah menghilang. Terkadang dibilang Taeshima or Lost Island. No official record remain. It remains shrouded in mystery with knowledge of it preserved on the intel passed down between residents of the Ise-shima area. Legends say that the island was besieged by someone 400 years prior, and the curse of the murdered islanders caused the entire island to sink. Oh, jadi bukan pulau yang dihancurkan ya, tapi kayak ada orang yang membantai isi pulau itu, terus kayak arwahnya malah bikin pulaunya itu tenggelam. It's just something I heard from one of the young ones I have out there looking for the mermaids. I see. Sounds like you've got a capable young man. I don't suppose it would be possible to meet this individual. No, not happening. Unless you're willing to spill the beans on everything you know about the mermaids. Every last bit of info. Maybe, just maybe, but consider it then. It's clear you're no ordinary housewife after all. Not interested? Then this meeting is over. I'll hand the corpse over to the police as promised. But don't think I've given up on mermaids or immortality. If they really exist, I'll find them and make them mine. I wouldn't want to be an immortal. Eesh, that is so scary. Oh! Detective Ide. Hey there, you two. Sorry calling you out here when you're so busy. I figured it'd be best to give you the rundown on our finding as soon as possible. It's no problem. Go ahead. Poster? And what we have here? Oh, this is a poster advertising Kameshima. Something about it catch your eye? No, I was just thinking. Surely it would be better to put it somewhere tourists will actually see it. Good point. Maybe they had some poster left over. That is something strange to talk about. Ya, terlihat panas. Cari stiker. Stiker. Wondering about my suit, are you? It's just a cheap old thing. Sorry, I don't have anything more presentable. No? Despite the heat, Sado looked as unruffled as ever. I do hope he isn't pretending to be alright. That is his son! Okay. What do you think, Mr. Sodo? Let's see what the TV has to say. Why are you so quiet? Talk some more! So, did you manage to meet up with Mr. Yamashina? Yes, thank you again for your help there. It seems he's willing to hand over the body over without any fuss. Fuss? Really? That's great. Still, why would some big shot tycoon go all that trouble to withhold the body? If everything I've heard is true, you could probably take him in on charge of desecrating a corpse, you know? Or was there something special about that corpse? How observant of you, detective. I can see, of course. Explain if you'd like to know more. Wait a second. Is it related to that secret apartment of yours? I think I'm better off not knowing of so. Oh really? I don't mind bringing you into the fold. Ma'am, please stop trying to lock me into helping us. I've never met the guy, but I hear he's quite a cranky old geezer. How's the meeting go? I'll bet he was pretty wary of you being with the police, but he didn't try to pick a fight or anything, did he? Well, I'm sure you could say that it went smoothly, but I don't think we upset him at least, probably. You don't sound very sure about that. Oh, right, that's exactly what I want to talk to you about. So I got all hands on deck to go around asking about the sketch you gave me. And we finally found someone who recognized the victim. Oh, that's great news. The person who recognized him was a housewife in her 20s who lived in Kumano 7 years ago. Apparently, the sketch looked like a 19-year-old Shinu who left the village to go to the city. So 7 years ago he was a 19. From the sound of it, the guy had no relatives to speak of, left the village with nothing but the clothes on his back. She doesn't know what happened to him after that. I see. That would make him a young man with relatives who left his hometown beyond 7 years ago. Did we get a name for this, our mystery man? Sure did. His name is Kippei Ikoma. Kippei Ikoma. I looked him up in the residence registry and it doesn't look like he moved from Kumano to Ise City 7 years ago. But it seems he doesn't live at the place he put as his address anymore. Oh? That's unfortunate. I checked in with the apartment landlords and it would seem that about 6 years ago, the landlord has his contact terminated after he failed to both pay his rent and return to his apartment for several months straight. I mean, he's died! The landlord didn't put out a search request or anything, so that's where the trail ends, I'm afraid. If he went missing 6 years ago, I suppose it wouldn't surprise me if those were his remains. We'll keep looking into Ikoma to see if he was involved in anything that might have led to his murder. Of course, there's always the possibility we've got the wrong guy, so we'll keep asking around just in case. Please do. Ikoma, siapa tadi? Ya jadi case ini jadi kayak ada pemancing gitu, lagi mancing tiba-tiba dia yang kepancing potongan mayat. setelah diinvestigasi ternyata ada 5 mayat di pantai itu. Dan kalau dicek gitu di forensik kayak masing-masing mayat itu tuh waktu matinya tuh beda 10 tahun gitu. Jadi kayak setiap 10 tahun ada orang yang mati dan dibuang ke pantai itu. Yang paling baru itu si orang ini namanya Ikoma, dan kemungkinan mayat dia matinya 6 tahun lalu. Terus mereka mencurigai kalau dia tuh dibunuh pakai curse ini. The victims are believed to have been killed by a curse wielded by someone connected to Heike. Heike itu kayak klan samurai zaman dulu gitu. The woman we spoke to said that the sketch was really accurate, no doubting her mind was Ikoma. Well, that accurate? Then I'm sure I've got the right person. Still, how did you even make that sketch? There was nothing left of the victim but bones. Well, let's just say it's classified for now. Right, I guess that means I shouldn't pry any further. Oh yeah, I saw look into that lady you were asking about, Somekawa. Oh yes, did you find anything? Well, it seems she hasn't registered as a resident even though she moved here 5 years ago. And nothing came up for Somekawa in the civil register either. I'm afraid I don't have anything on who she is or where she came from. Sorry to disappoint. I see, is that quite common? Happens. It's not unheard of for folks from the countryside to come here for work and just live on, with no one really knowing who they are. Apparently, it was really common during the post-War period. It seems to have got a mystery woman on her hand. Yup, though there's something I've been wondering about. Oh, let's hear it. You have some idea who she might be? Well, have you heard of the Kameshima Salton Sea disaster? It was a big maritime disaster that struck 5 years back. I have, yes. One of the victims of the disaster was an ama diver and housewife from Kameshima by the name of Yuza Minakuchi. But it seems her maiden name was Somekawa. So, our mystery woman shares a sure name with a maritime disaster victim. I'm impressed you managed to dig that up. I was already looking into the Kameshima disaster before the skeleton remains, so it was a happy coincidence if anything. Oh, so you thought they might be related too? I'm glad it wasn't just me. Anyway, it seems like the bodies of the disaster victim were never found in the end, which got me thinking. What are you saying? Yup. I was thinking Yuza Minakuchi could have survived the disaster 5 years ago. And you think she then moved to Ichika and started going by her old name of Somekawa again? That's right. What do you think? It seems like a long shot, but maybe? But if that's the case, why would she have stayed in Ichika for 5 whole years without thinking to contact her family? Believe it. Maybe she lost her memories in the disaster? Right, if she only had her old memories to rely on, it wouldn't be that odd if she went back to using her old name. Surely her appearance would still be the same though. It is difficult to imagine no one recognizing her for 5 whole years. Oh! Nah, it's possible she just never ran into anyone she knew. That kind of thing more likely than you think. Oh, speaking of appearance, I found a picture of Yuza Minakuchi from a report on the disaster. I haven't met Somekawa myself, so could you take a look for me and let me know what you think? Let's see. Exactly the same person! What do you think, Solo? I just know, kayak waktu aku lihat Somekawa ini, aku tahu itu mama. She aged 5 years and grown badly gone. I can certainly see how this woman might come to resemble Miss Somekawa. My thought exactly. So you agree it's pretty solid theory? Certainly worth looking into, yes. But if she really is Mother Minakuchi, there's something else that concerns me. Something else? Wait, let me think. I can't deny Miss Somekawa and Mother Minakuchi closely resemble each other, but could there really be a connection there? What, are you suggesting that they are a different people? Somekawa, something about that name has been bothering me. Have I heard somewhere before? What name? Why? Kenapa Somekawa? This is just what I've heard. But it seems like the islander about Kameshima think Mother Minakuchi was the cause of this disaster 5 years ago. Why would they think that? No idea, but it seems like it's pretty much taken for granted by most of the folks over there. Even just mentioning her name is sort of a taboo. She looks so concerned. So I was thinking it wouldn't be that odd if she felt she couldn't go back home because of that. Surely not. Same as good reason as any why she wouldn't want to come forward anyway. Is she really related to the storm 5 years ago? She's a point of interest regardless of her connection to the Scatari man. Perhaps it's worth looking into that first. Can I leave talking to Miss Somekawa to you two then? We handle it. How? Wait. I remember now. The sole survivor of Taishima. What? His surname was Somekawa? A wooden box. Surely that'll be too much of a coincidence. Well, that's about all I had to report. Thank you, Detective. That was very informative. As for our next move, could we ask you to keep looking into Kipa Ikoma for us? Roger that. We'll see if we can find Somekawa again and hear what she has to say. Unfortunately, it looks like our trip to Kameshima will have to wait until tomorrow. So it seems. Oh, you had visits on Kameshima too? That was actually our original reason for coming here, yes. But now we've gotten caught up in all this other troublesome business, so it looks like dealing with that will have to come first. And here I was hoping to get over with as soon as possible so I could get back to my home, to my husband. I see, you should are devoted to your husband. Oh, very much. Though I do worry he never eats properly when I'm not around. In any case, please to get in touch if you find anything else of note. Even if it's just something out of the ordinary happening, anything could be of help. Sure will do. Though you're kind of making me worried something might actually happen now. I'd certainly prefer if it didn't. Anyway, we're counting on you, Detective. Oh my god, she's going everywhere. Bad news, ma'am. It seems like we're a step too late. What do you mean? It seems someone came and took that Someka woman out to the sea just a few minutes ago. What? To the sea? What? According to the witness, a foreign man came to the port with Miss Someka one tow. They then boarded a motorboat that was moored there and headed into the bay. It didn't appear to be by force, so we can probably assume they knew each other. A foreign man? Not sure what's going on, but we should probably get on board to follow just in case. Yes, let's see. Apa ya? Sorry, what's wrong? The spiritual force is overwhelming. My body won't move. What's going on? Oh my god, who's that? That girl over there, is she doing this? You can withstand this curse? You really are quite strong, mister. Sorry, but I can't let you go any further. I have to take you to leave. Oh my god, how am I supposed to read that? Voitigos Swanima, Guardian Spirit. Grant me the wisdom of the Dominus. Oh, high guiding spirit, fly my path ahead. Oh! It seemed like they've saved the effort of searching for them. So it seems. Let's see if this guy can tell us what we want to know. What is this? Main Jujutsu battle? What? Who are you? I could ask the same for you. What do you want with Miss Samikawa? So you know who Miss Samikawa is to you? Maybe. What's it to you? Ma'am, this conspiracy is extremely potent, but she lacks experience. She seems hesitant and reckless against people. If I have an opening, I can use my curse of binding to restrain her. Usually it's too risky to use on ordinary people, but that shouldn't apply here. Alright, I certainly wouldn't mind getting some information of her, so this is as good an opportunity as any. Okay. I'll see if I can get her to lower her guard. When she wavers, I'll say no leave to use the curse of binding. Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Anya say no. Use Sodokiri's curse of binding to restrain your opponent when they let their guard down. Press use curse button to signal him to use it. You only have 3 chances to use the curse. Okay. Okay, let's question first. Can we assume the foreign man who took Miss Samekawa as a friend of yours then? So what if he is? What, are you trying to follow them? What do you want with Miss Samekawa? I could say the same to you. You just want to relic for yourself, don't you? What? You know about that relic? Oh no, I think we're going to... If you resist anymore, we'll have you taken in for obstruction of public duties. Wait, you're with the police? Is it? Okay, that's not the... If you know about the relics, I'm afraid we can't let you get away. Get away? I'm the one holding you here. No, there's no need to be uptight. How about we stop all this and just talk a bit? Not happening. You're just going to use the curse the moment I drop my focus. But rather not be heavy-handed about this either. Let's calm down and find some other way to resolve this, huh? Sorry, but that won't work on me. I'm at a rebellious age, you know? Spartarians, yes, defying us could net you quite a heavy punishment. I see. You must be from Paranormal Affairs. Then I definitely can do what you say. What? You have quite some nerve standing up to us despite knowing where you're from. Don't think you'll get off lightly for this. Threatening me won't get you anywhere. You can arrest me and it's an emergency, right? Even knowing you're from Paranormal Affairs, you keep a straight face and hit your thighs. I can tell you about bold and smart. Thanks, I guess. Will you give up now? You also with the Paranormal Affairs then? Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. I suppose this is the trouble with the secret department. Not even their own members recognize each other, what a bother. Iya pak, dia juga Paranormal Affairs. Stop, perhaps we have some way we can help. I told you I don't know what you're talking about. It's none of your business anyway. What am I supposed to do now? So, you're with Paranormal Affairs. But you need the relic yourself, so you're unwilling to cooperate with us. Am I correct? If that's what you think, can you give up already? No, no, no! Wah! I don't know, I'm scared. So, you can step now. Ma'am? Really? Thanks. You grown-ups and you dirty chicks! You did well to be cautious of us, but I'm afraid this is how grown-ups get things done. Now, will you tell us what you're up to here? Well, I suppose I've slowed you down enough. You'll never catch up to the boat now. Focus, Aster, guide my path, and with my merciful hand uphold me. What? She broke the binding? Bye-bye. Confound it. Stop like that. Oh, he's getting competitive. Still, I'm going to have a word with that Paranormal about that gun. We lost! What the heck? I put in a call to Paranormal about our errand young lady just now. I see, I assume she's indeed affiliated with them. Yes, it seems her name is Circe Lunarlight. Gimana itu bacanya? Circe Lunarlight. She's an exorcist from England who's come here on exchange. But her spiritual training, as I understand. Then Lunar Night family, I see. Oh, I didn't know. I've heard of them myself. They're quite distinguished family of exorcists. Quite an old one too. It would certainly explain the strength of her spirit sense. Right. In any case, it seems she's in the crowd of paranormal activities while she's in Japan. Kok activities? Affair. Honestly, I wish they'd tell us these things in advance. What is she doing here in Mia Prefecture? Well, it seems even Paranormal Affair isn't sure what she's up to. They've been looking for her. From the sound of things, she's been skipping a training assignment to travel around Japan, visiting all sorts of spiritual spots instead. Doesn't seem like they're keeping an eye on her at all. Unfortunately, not. They asked me to tell her to return to Tokyo at once when we next see her. I see. More luck for us then. Yes, the thing we find ourselves caught up in. Iya, mereka sibuk banget astaga. She seemed to know something about Somekawa too. I've got a bad feeling about all this. Shall we try looking for her? I imagine she's still in the area. No, not now. If all that is true, I doubt she'll be looking to cause too much trouble. Besides, I'm sure we'll turn into each other again eventually. Well, I think that's enough trouble for one day. Let's call it a day. We'll head for Kameshima first thing tomorrow. Understood. Oh my god, we're finally done with them. Panjang banget chapternya. 1,5 jam. Chapter terpanjang sepanjang masa. Jetty. Oh, Azami Yuza, over here. Good timing, I just got back too. Well, Sukasa, how did it go? Not too shabby if I would just say so myself. Check this out, 2 whole scallops. Seriously, Sukasa, you don't get bragging rights for picking up 2 measly scallops. Sure I do, that was hard work. You should be praising me. Say, Yuza, how many scallops did you get on your first dive again? 19 I think? No way, are you kidding me? Guess there's a good reason they call you the patron saint of diving. Dang it, now my cover is blown. That will teach me to snag every scallop I see. Anyway, Tsukasa, don't let this get you down. You'll improve over time. Man, I've been diving way longer than you, but you're better than me already. Aku udah max level diving. Some people are just born to be ama divers. If you ask me, all that matters is that everyone made it back safe and sound. True, you always know the best thing to say, Sato. But for the record, I would have preferred a bigger haul for scallops. Then we could have had a feast. I guess I should have seen that coming. So, what's with the plan for today? Remember, Tsukasa, it's up to you. Right, we promised we'd do whatever we want today. You won today. You name it, we'll make it happen. No, that's more like it. Let's see, first of all, I want all of us to go for a swim in the sea. Oh, sounds great! Can't even remember the last time we did something like that just for fun. Right? I want us to forget work and just enjoy the sparkling sea for change. I haven't bought a new swimsuit for this. You've got one pick out too, right, Sato? Sure do. Then after that, when it gets dark, let's set off some fireworks. Oh, fireworks! And then let's have a barbecue on the beach and cook up everything we caught today. Sounds like a plan, just leave it to us. Everyone ready? And let's do this. Mereka so happy! Setelah aku dan Yumeko lari-lari keliling kota menginvestigasi dan mencari mayat mermaid yang hilang. Mereka di sini lagi filler episode. I'm a good swimmer, but there's no way I'm good enough to outswim a shark. It's okay, I'll keep it pinned down. Just get up here while we can. They're so silly, what the heck? And here, take this fin. Take this fin as something you remember me by. Keep it with you always. Sorry, Yuza, I don't really dig shark fin that much. My heart. Ah, look at the sea! Like there are diamonds floating on the surface. They're sparkles, huh? Sure is pretty. Oh, the shark's pretty cool. I should have picked a shark instead of a live bull. But he's having a blast. I can't bring myself to ask for a ride on it. Ini siapa yang ngefoto by the way? Ada orang kelima di situ. Aku. One grey squid coming right up. Ah, don't throw it. It's piping hot. You're getting quite squid juice everywhere. Ooh. Let's see how you like it. Catch the. Oh, wow, wow, that's hot. You did that to yourself. Hey, check it out. This huge sea snail squasapod. It's massive. That's right. I may still be a rookie when it comes to scallops, but I got a haul of sea snails to make up for it. So eat up, Azami. Have as many as you want. Hey, can I borrow that lighter? Sure. Want some squid too? Oh, so I can just grill directly? Yeah, that's Kameshima's specialty. Fireworks style squid. Fireworks style squid. Wait, you're actually doing it? Ah, the juice is going everywhere. It burns. Oops, sorry, my hand slipped. The famous Yuza one-man show. Need the calm before the storm. Something is going to happen. One of them is probably gonna die. I don't know why. Heh? Nah. What happened? Apa ini? Last summer. Apa lagi? Kok tiba-tiba balik ke sini dan tidak ada yang bisa dilakukan? Ini satu-satunya ikonnya beda sih. Oh, after underwater gathering. This phrase is also very suspicious. Talk about the hole? Ada yang belum aku lakukan kah di sini? Ocean. Ocean. That's Kameshima, right? Fishing rod. Honestly, we can just skip this part. This is scary. Excuse me. Bisa nggak sih ini? Apa yang berbeda dari sebelumnya? Sama aja kayaknya diomongin. Am I seriously going to be stuck in here? Okay, Simon and Doman. There's more. Okay. There's something I need to do after this, something really important. I'm serious, if I don't pull this out, something terrible is going to happen. Oh? Kenapa ini nggak kecentang ya? Harusnya kita langsung balik. Kameshima pot, here we come. Oh my god, I hate this game so much. Okay. Itu flashback kah tadi yang mereka main-main? Hey Yuza, I took your card to the market while we're changing. Oh really? Oh thanks, I appreciate it. It was a seriously impressive haul for your first dive. The old guy at the market looked like their eyes were gonna pop out. The status of Kameshima pattern sign of diving sure isn't just for show. Okay, that's enough. And thanks for carting all that to the market by yourself. There you are, Azami. Don't let me went out fishing. Don't tell me you went out fishing today. Chie? Oh, Chie. How's your bike doing? What's that? Not gonna get any better longing around at home, that's for sure. More importantly, no one's meant to be taking their boats out right now, cause the storm, that's on our way. Don't tell me you didn't hear. Ah, yeah, but it was more of a warning than a rule. And the weather looked fine, so I figured it was okay. You should know better than that, Azami. You young'uns never listen, do you? Chie Toyama. De facto leader of Amadiver in Kameshima. She has displayed a natural talent for diving ever since her days as an apprentice, coming to be known as Chie the Mermaid. Stop calling everyone mermaid, please. In her heyday, she earns more money than her husband, enough to send all three of her sons to university. Really? Dari nangkepin kerang itu pakai tangan satu-satu? Now a grandmother to 7, a back injury has led to her being less active than she used to be, but she is still considered one of the most experienced divers on the island. Her graceful swimming shows no sign of decline, continuing to inspire others even now. Her estimated dive rank is 67. Aku aja masih 17. Udah max semua ya, 67. And going out the Minakuchi boy of all people. Actually, Azami only took off his boat because I asked him to help out with my work. Well, then second. Don't tell me you went out to dive. I did? So what? I did. I was thinking I could follow in Grant's footsteps and become an Amadiver. Absolutely not. I won't allow it. Why? What? Why? Yuza is one of the association, same as everyone else. As long as he follows the rule, it should be fine, right? Sure, it's rare for guys to become an Amadivers, but it's not like it's forbidden or anything. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm saying he shouldn't be allowed in the sea. It's obscene, is what it is. What? Everyone agreed to put up with him being on the island for Suyu's sake. Why do everyone hates him so much? But now he gets in the set to go diving of all things. Have you no sense, boy? Oh, don't be so mean. Seems like I have to have a few words with Suyu. You not knowing your place is going to cause everyone trouble. Listen up, Minoxie boy. You'd better keep your head down and stay put on dry land where you belong. No more diving, you hear? No, he's sad. He looks so sad. Hey, now, you don't think that's going a bit far? There's no need to lay into user like that. Azami, what? You really don't think anything of all this after what his mother did? Nope, not at all. Yuza hasn't done anything wrong. He was a victim of the disaster too, maybe more than anyone else. Recently, there's been a strange rumbling coming from the sea. The same rumblings 5 years ago. Everyone is scared of what not will come. They're bracing themselves for another big disaster. Oh, is that what you mean by the storm? The weather forecast said things are going to stay calm for a bit, no? To hell with the weather forecast. It didn't say for 5 years ago. Anyhow, you see why you've got to stay the god of the sea good grace. Not doing anything to upset them, got it? Don't let it get to you down, Lisa. She isn't a bad person at heart, but the old folks here are pretty firm in their belief, I guess. Yeah, it's all natural. I was kind of expecting you, to be honest. Still, I don't believe she'd get that mad because they have a bigger chip on their shoulders about all this dinner talk. It seems like they really think your mom was to blame for the disaster. Yeah, I guess wanting to get to the bottom of things there was one of my reasons for becoming a diver. Yeah, everyone's been avoiding the topic until now, but that can't go on forever. Hey, you tuh Kikuko? Siapa lagi? Hmm? Oh, it's Kikuko. Yeah, you two over there. Will I get some help with these boxes here? I have to get them to the warehouse. Kikuko Tsutsui. Sisterly tendency o onesan. Dia sebenarnya ingin meninggalkan pulau dan hidup sendiri. Oke, terus dia udah meninggalkan pulau. Tapi karena kerjaan dia kayak membosankan gitu, dia gonta-ganti kerjaan dan akhirnya balik lagi ke pulau jadi ama diver. Diver rank 41. Oh. Oke, itu birthmark ya. Phew, thanks. I knew I could rely on you young ones to help out. Young ones? You're young too, Kiko. Oh, how kind. Pretty sure you're the only one who say that though. I was told of nowhere to make sure anything valuable was stowed away just in case the storm hits. What a pain. So you're getting ready for the storm too? Yep, pretty silly when the weather isn't this good, huh? It's not like I can say no though. Speaking of pains, I overheard Chie giving you an earful just now. Are you seriously planning on becoming an Amadai for Yuza? Well, there was a plan, but it's looking like I might be forced into retirement before I even begin. Why now? Didn't you think to come back here to look after Suyu? Yes, but I still have to work, and I've always been interested in Yama diving. Glenn was pretty down about no longer being able to dive, so I thought I'd let you know about it. Ah, so you want to follow in Suyu's footsteps. Still, you must have noticed that everyone was on edge just at the thought of you coming back here. If they hear you went diving, they'll likely be a bit off on uproar. Are they really just set against Yuza going in the sea? I've never heard anyone say anything like that. Well, they don't say it where you can hear it. Everyone loves you here, and they know you're close with Yuza. They probably feel they can't be that tough on him with you around. What is that? Never mind. Forget I said anything. Poor Yuza. I can't deny there's been this creepy rumbling coming from the sea recently though. It's no wonder everyone is unnerved. If some sort of disaster does end up happening again and Yuza gets caught doing something he wasn't meant to, there will probably be it for him. Yeah, that's what I don't get. Do people seriously believe Yuza's mom caused the storm? Everyone suffered because of it, including Yuza's family. It's so stupid. Hey, I honestly think it's stupid too. But the truth is there are a bunch of people who believe it. So making a fuss about it isn't going to get you anywhere, right? Besides, even if the storm doesn't come in the end, a different kind of storm may have already been brewing. A different kind of storm? Well, you shouldn't have any trouble if you keep your hand down. Just be good and do what you're told. And now I get on your case, yeah? Give me a break. Why is he gonna keep his head down here? He was born and raised on Kameshima just like everyone else. Hey, getting mad at me won't change anything. If it upsets you that much, why don't you leave? Leaving a place like this behind might be for the best, don't you think? Maybe, but I can just ask my grand to move somewhere else at your age. Then you'll just have to put up with it. If you want to blame anyone, blame your mom. What? Why blame his mom? Did his mom even do anything 5 years ago? No one wants to tell us anything. No idea, I only come back here after disaster, so I didn't know what happened at the time. Mr. Wakamura always seems like he knows more than he lets on though. Now that I think about it, why don't you just ask Suyu what she knows? Suyu? I've already asked Gran about countless time. She says she doesn't know anything. And you don't think she's a bit suspicious? If anyone knows something, it'd be her, right? You might be right. She's pretty hard to read. I wouldn't be able to tell if she was hiding something anyway. Anyway, I do feel bad for you, but you've gotta grin and bear it. For everyone's sakes, okay? They're just all awful people. Thanks for the help, you two. Try to stay out of trouble, okay? Aku kalau jadi user aku udah menangis di situ. Kayak aku langsung pergi, terus aku kayak Kiriko really seems like she doesn't know anything, huh? But folks are way more on age than I thought. I've got the sense I'm not exactly welcome here ever since I came back. But I didn't think trying to make a living here would lead to that much backlash. I didn't realize everyone is like my mom quite that much, or that they were so suspicious of her. It seems like the timing wasn't great either. Everyone's wound up about these ill omens that are happening right now. Still, I'm sure now that my mom must have had some sort of secret, and I'm almost certain it had to do with what we're looking into, okay? What are we looking into? If everyone hears that I went diving today, it might prompt people to start talking about what happened 5 years ago. Okay, you quite brave. So, if there's any time to ask about your mom, it's now. I think we should see what that old man Nakamura and Sui have to say about all this too. Yeah, assuming Gran agrees to talk about it anyway. What? Oke. Timelinenya baru kelihatan. Jadi ini di sini. Hah? Why? Bingung. Aku bingung dah. Kok tangannya memanjang tiba-tiba? Bukannya ini tanggal 7 ya masih? Tanggal 7 kan? Morning. Ini juga tanggal 7. Oke, mungkin itu nggak sesuai tanggal kali ya. Curse. Siapa yang terkutuk? So if there's any time to ask what your mom is now. I think we should let what that old man Wakamura and Suyu have to say about all this too. Okay. Oh, lagunya. Harusnya kita jalan-jalan dulu atau langsung jalan-jalan dulu? Chuo Street. Hey, what's up? Did something happen? Oh, if it isn't Azami. I don't know if you heard, but 15 minutes, that's a really long time. I'll come back. Normal news or worrying news first? Normal aja deh. Kalau yang worrying dulu nanti aku nggak fokus dengar yang normal. A bunch of tourists visiting. 2 foreigners among them today. Cie itu kah? Dan temannya satu lagi. It seems they've been going around asking a bunch of questions. And get this. Apparently they said they've come here looking for a mermaid. Mermaids? Curious, right? Yeah, right when we were looking into them too. And that's not all. For some reason, they were asking about your mom. What? But why would foreign visitor be asking about my mom? I definitely want to hear what they have to say. I wonder where they are now. Okay, the worrying news. That's normal. To a foreigner looking for a mermaid and my mom is normal news. Okay, this is the one where Yumeko is investigating. Were they diving incidents or something? I guess so. It's like still under investigation now. This hasn't been that rough lately. But I guess it's dangerous job, so you never knew what had happened. Still, 2 armor divers going missing one after another is pretty unusual. So it just makes you wonder. It wasn't that long ago there was all that talk about human bones too. Okay, this is the... Wait. Oh ini ya. Ini yang 5 mayat itu ya. Maybe this is why she was going on about that moments. It's definitely what it means. Mendingan ke Pakades terakhir atau... Oh, Shotaro! Sumpah, kerahnya mengalihkan duniaku. Just the man I want to see. Do we happen to have seen Sato around with you? Sato? No, I haven't seen her today. No, she was supposed to meet with me earlier, but she never showed. She didn't show? Did something happen? Oh, I'm sure it's just because of my old man's ridiculous request earlier. Honestly, I don't know what he was thinking. Still, he really has been acting out lately. I can't believe he'd say something like that. Is something wrong? Oh, pardon me, it's nothing for you to do what you want. By the way, Yuza, how you've become a diver? Ah, yes, but I was told to stop, so I'm currently on extend, if not permanently. So don't let it get to you. Oh, don't let it get to you. I, for one, think you should go for it. I imagine everyone's been using your mother as an excuse, saying she brought bad luck to the island or some such. Wow, that's exactly it. Do you know why everyone keeps saying Yuza's mom was a bad woman, Shotaro? What was it again? Something about her being the racing wife's cosplayer. Raging wife is, well, exactly what you think it means. The cosplayer has the power to call forth the calamity to the sea. My old man was going on about it earlier, but it's probably just superstitious nonsense. Don't pay it any mind. But I really should get going. Let me know if this is up, okay? See you later. Ah, did people really see my mom that way? Maybe we should ask Mr. Lakamura what he means. Oh, that's Sato. Where? Skasa? Sato, what's going on? Well, I'm sorry, I can explain right now. Skasa, come on, we're drawing too much attention here. Hey! Is that all about? Something was definitely up with them. Hey, they practically ran up when they saw us. Skasa was crying. What the hell would have happened? I'm worried too, but Sato said she can't explain right now. I'm sure she means they'll tell us what's up later. True, we shouldn't grill them if they're not ready to talk about it. Still, I get the feeling she probably shouldn't tell Shotaro we saw Sato here. Yeah, let's keep this to ourselves until we learn a bit more. Okay, let's go to Pakades dulu. Why are you here, Chie? You two again? What are you doing here? Ah, Chie's here too. We're chatting about something important right now. Scram! Okay, let's go to Grandma's place. Welcome back, Yuza. Oh, Azami's here too. Thanks for having me. You two went out diving today, didn't you? How did it go? You get a decent haul? Good on about that. I was all set to enjoy the next stage of my life as an armor diver, but have found myself on false leave the very day of my debut. God, does this something happen? Oh, my chi and the others said all that. Now, if I were you, I wouldn't pay them any mind. You're not breaking any rules, are you? You sure it's okay? No point fretting over pointless details. That's what I was saying. $63. Oh, dia hampir semuaan sama Cie ya? Ya nggak sih? Kalau aku lihat. Oh, 5 beda 4 tahun neng. Hah, tuh kan ternyata dia saingannya Cie Toyama. Oh, rival tuh best friend. Okay. I must have underestimated just how deep tension ran. I never imagined there'd still be that hostile toward her. I thought things would have calmed down by now for sure. I'm sorry, Yuza. It's okay, Glenn. No need to allow. Not being allowed to dive isn't the end of the world or anything. But are you sure there isn't a reason no one wants to talk about Mom? Well, no reason I can think of. I like to go get to the bottom of things. There, if possible. It's going to affect my life here if I don't. And I'd like to clear my mom's name too. If you don't mind me saying. It does seem pretty weird that people would be this upset just by Yuza going back to Kameshima. You sure there's not some particular reason they don't like the thought of him going out diving? Well, no reason I can think of. Glenn, I knew you've always been reluctant to talk about Mom. But I'm not a child anymore. Is it about time you told me the truth? You really can't think of any reason why everyone has such a problem with Mom? Well, alright, I'll be honest with you. Mare wasn't actually human. I know it. She's a mermaid. You mean you were right? Are you for real? Wait. Don't tell me you believe that. Can't you boys take a joke? I was obviously kidding. Did all that seawater pickle your common sense? Wait, you were joking? Oh, and here I've avoided hook, line, and sinker. It's no good, she said I'm giving us the sleep. We're not going to get anything more out of her like this. Do you have any diving advice for me, Glenn? If you're looking to get a high score in a single dive, you should focus on gathering everything you can, even the small fry. Getting 10 or 15 will earn you a bonus to your final score. Oh! If you manage to nab a big catch, switching your focus to bringing in as many small catches as possible should net you a good result. I see, that'll be a great help. I didn't know that because I always go for a balloon. Okay, that's focus on quantity over quality. That's interesting. Let me see. Sometimes you come across areas when diving that are simply brimming with sea creature. Bountiful zones. On the other hand, areas with lots of starfish are usually picked clean. With no sea creature to speak of, I call this place barren zone. So the more starfish there are, the less sea creature there will be, got it. What part of cats could still be hiding in a barren zone, of course. Always keep an eye on your surroundings. Some promising catches hiding in barren zone. Okay, that's interesting. Sorry, I had to leave early today to go diving, Gran. Was everything okay? How are you feeling? Well, I don't have much pep in my step today, but it's fine because Sato came over this morning. Sato came here? She really is a saint, always helping me out with the cooking and cleaning like that. Okay, Glenn, I know you're fond of her, but you shouldn't rely on her too much. I didn't know Sato was coming over to help out here. Yeah, she and Glenn become friends recently, and before I knew it, she was coming over every so often. Sato is such a nice young lady. She even chat with me about all the latest TV drama developments. She's a bit naive in some ways, but she's a quick learner. Remember everything and tell her almost instantly. I have no idea. I said she could relax in a while, but she left early today. I'm glad you're having fun, but make sure to thank her properly sometimes, alright? Of course, of course. I'm always happy to help, you know? There's no need to depend on others so much. I know, but if someone has to help me get things done, I'd rather it was a lovely young girl, you know? And besides, she does a much better job at cooking and cleaning than you, Yuza. See, I do my best to be a good grandson, and this is the thanks I got. Kameshima's patron saint of diving. Well, no, that sounds impressive. I was going to leave it at that, but you're serious, aren't you? If you improved by leaps and bounds since I saw you. Why, if I was to put in numbers, you'd be rank 17. Well, you can tell all that just by looking at me. Your glance been around the Alma diving block, you know. There's nothing more I can teach you. You'll make a fine diver, Yuza. Thanks, Gran. I'll do you proud as Yuza said. But I've been forbidden from diving for now, so it seems my life as an Alma diver will have to wait. And of that, I'm sure that the story itself out in time. I don't know about that. Your grandma is the same as ever, huh? You never did get any taller after middle school, did you? Hmm. He's an immortal. He's an immortal. It's nothing you need to worry about, Yuza. Doesn't make you any less charming. You struggle to adapt to life in small community. Now the reason I can think of for the beef the others never had. We're doing off for a bit then. Got it, you do take care, okay? I guess we should talk to Mr. Wakamura and then go back to grandma. And then after that, I'm done. What now? Azami Minakuchi boy. From Chia, you two went to the bay to do some diving earlier. Well, I've got a bone to pick with you and there's no time like the present. Ah, okay. So, boy, you serious about wanting to become an diving? Huh? I thought I first should come up here to get my permission to dive. But now I hear you've been running around looking into Minakuchi. What's the meaning of this? Uh, to be honest, we've been asking around. I guess there was nothing, no hiding it from you. Yuza, are you sure this is okay? It's probably best to be honest about things now, isn't it? It's just like you say. We've been trying to find out what my mom. I knew it. Anyway, my point is, no more sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Got it? And most of all, not becoming a normal diver. So, if I give up on becoming a normal diver and fall in line, will you tell me about my mom? All this sniffing around you're doing sure and falling in line, that's for sure. Sad, you should be asking Suyu about all this business, not me. She's gonna know more than I do. Oh? So Suyu really does know more than she's letting on. Glenn said she doesn't know anything about my mom though. Huh? So she even said that to you? What do you mean? Well, I don't know much myself. Suyu's always been tight-lipped about Minakuchi. Where she came from, what her deal was. So you've been saying Yuza's mom was to blame for that massive storm even though you don't know for sure? Suyu said nothing to deny it. Speak for itself, don't it? If you don't like what you're hearing, you should go ask Suyu about it. So, Mr. Wakamura, why is the raging waves gets better? What? Where did you hear that from? Bah, it's gotta be Shotaro. Boy never could keep his mouth shut. We heard it from it's some sort of curse that whips the waves into frenzy. Something that really exists? It does. The Shoten Sea disaster 5 years ago was caused by that very same curse. The curse of the raging wave? Your mother, Minakuchi, was the one who brought it down on us. The storm was no natural disaster, it was entirely preventable. If it only stopped her going on to the bay that day, Kameshima wouldn't have had to suffer such a tragedy. What? My mom would never have done something like that. Just cause you don't remember doesn't mean she wasn't up to something out there. As to whether it was intentional or not, who can say, but it don't make a difference either way. I don't get how you can say Miss Mare was a curse bearer or whatever. You didn't know anything about that. Do you have any proof? Proof? I've got the words of a trustworthy sorcerer backing me up. That's all the proof I need. Sorcerer? You're basing all this on what some woo-woo wizard said? Give me a break. You can believe what you like. Don't change the fact that curses and spirits are as real as anything else. I don't have time for butt heads with you two. But I know what I'm saying is the most honest truth. Looks like there's no point trying to change his mind or to instrument me on. So you really think there's a storm coming and that storm is caused by curse? Of course I do. Some fellas who said they were with the police dropped by to warn me about it yesterday, in fact. Yesterday? Oh, okay, I understand. Why would the police be warning you about the curse? I reckon they were just phonies trying to take advantage of the curse for their own benefits. But even you two must have noticed that rumbling coming from the sea over the last few days, right? That's proof the curse of the raging wave is getting stronger. So that's why you've been telling everyone to stop taking their boats out and prepare for a storm? Sure is. Naturally, I can just come out and say it's curse of curse. There's no telling when or where it will really set. It's too dangerous to go on water distant. Yes. Even so, we'll have to take our boats out again eventually. We can't keep off the sea forever. You're damn too thin. Which is why I gotta find a way to stop the curse as soon as possible. Why would a curse bearer affecting the sea around here though? Seems like you just still don't believe me. Fine, let's see if this will change your mind. A long time back, there used to be another island in the south of here. Taishima it was called. Taishima? This is the first time I've heard of it. They say it was devastated by an earthquake and tsunami nearly 400 years ago. But the truth of the matter is that raiders overran the island and slaughtered every last one of the people who lived there. The murdered islanders' assailants gave rise to the curse of the raging waves, and the resulting storm and tsunami sank the island to the bottom of the sea. Raiders unknown. Is that all true? The two are still rolling about in that sea near here to this very day. Just one little push, and that storm could come barreling down on Kameshima next. A push? Something that would awaken the islanders' anger again, such as someone with ties to those raiders. Say, a descendant of theirs drawing near to where Taishima was. Descendant? Wait, you say my mom was a descendant of the raiders who attacked Taishima? Sure, and her son, Yuza Minakuchi. But how could that? Only natural, everyone sees you as a bad omen, no? I really didn't want you back on the island. You should be grateful I didn't have you shipped back to the mainland on the next ferry. You're telling me that's how everyone sees Yuza and his folk all this time? It's fine, Azami. Let's hear the rest of what he has to say. Oke, jadi ibunya itu bukan penduduk asli Taishima, tapi penjajah, keturunan penjajahnya gitu ya. Are you saying the reason the curse of the raging waves still awakened is because I came back to Kameshima? Nah, there were signs even before you come back, so the direct cause was probably something else. That still doesn't change the fact that you're a bad omen though. How are you even planning to stop the curse? That ain't none of your concern. Just sit tight at home and stay out of my way. And I don't want to hear any more of you going out to sea. Are we clear? And that's all I'm gonna say on the matter. Should be clear now just how much of a danger you are on the island. Now get yourself home and stay put. Something that's all we're gonna get out of him. But maybe we could talk to Suyu about what we just heard. She might be able to tell us more. Oh, is there something else you need, Yuza? By the way, Gran, we just went to talk to Mr. Wakamura, and there's something we wanted to ask you about. What was that? My heading's been a bit awfully uneasy. Please don't say that. A lot of our divers have this problem, so it's not really a laughing matter. So, did you know that everyone thought Mom was the raging wife girl's parent? So you have heard of it before? Oh, that me and my big mouths. He said Mom was descendant from the ones who first called for the curse, or something like that. And that's why everyone is so concerned with what I get up to. Is it true though? Well, if you know that much, I suppose I can tell you the truth. If I just rest, I'll be up and around again in no time. I want the two of you to come to the southern bay later, once the sun's gone down. Right, thanks Glenn. You can tell us about it now. I think it would be easier to show you what I mean. Okay, we'll be at the bay at sundown. But if you're not feeling up for it, don't push yourself, okay? You love his grandma. Prepare for this one. What should we do then? What now? I've had my fill of shady rumors for the day, okay? If you want to talk, let's just talk about something fun instead. Something fun? Got any idea, Yuza? Uh, well, how about this? Nothing is fun about all of this. Boxes. Do you have any tips that might help with diving? How about this then? Your foot can get caught in the rocks while you're swimming. If you swim high enough, you should be able to free yourself, so don't panic too much if it happens, okay? I already got caught, like, many times. Kameshima much? Kameshima tadi? Kameshima itu real ada nggak sih? Enggak kan? What is that? What is that? A hand mirror. Kameshimaru. Oh, Kameshimaru. Kok Kameshimataro? What do you think? That is great. Why did you go with another hand mirror though? Well, mirrors are a pretty prominent symbol of protection for sailors. Comes from the hope that the sea will be as smooth as glass. There are even regions where mirrors are used as offering to the sea god. Oh, that's cool. With all these people living on the island and surrounded by the sea, I can see why mirrors are seen as symbol of good fortune here. And it's small enough to fit in your pocket too. It's both cute and practical. Wow, you really thought of everything, huh? I've actually been handing this out to my divers around the island since yesterday. I told them it was a charm, and that they should hang on to it for good luck. Oh, so everyone has one? That's kind of nice, another way to bring us all together. You're now my diver now too, right, Yuza? Why don't you take one? But I... Oh, right. I don't know if it's okay to count you as a diver. Given what happened earlier. Like, it really matters. We've got bundies. Like, it really matters. We've got bundies, so you should take one too. Oh, thanks. Sorry for the trouble. Azami's getting one as well. Oh, really? I'm almost down from a Kameshima match. That hand mirror is going to be useful, I think. Not sure. Did anyone go with you? No, I went myself. Why do you ask? Oh, no particular reason, just taking notes for later. I see, you're really serious about becoming an Amada for her. It'd be a real shame if you couldn't become one with that enthusiasm. I like to help, but the time is really not the best right now. It's okay, any information you can give me is help enough. Sorry, I'll help you when things have died down, okay? Everyone is also really happy for this. So everyone here in Kameshima has that mirror. Enough to be able to do most things comfortably, I think. For sure, I can tell you've improved a lot just from the way you carry yourself. You must have a real talent for diving if you were able to improve that much in just one day. Wow, it's pretty impressive you can tell all that just by looking at him. Hey, I thought of a way I can show my spot. If you manage to get a high score of 2,000 points in one diving session, I'll give you a special prize. Wow, isn't that great, Lisa? 1.500 nggak sih? Oh, 1.400. I'm afraid we wouldn't like to up to snuff. Too bad. I've got shown to my name as the big patron saint of diving. Oh yeah, that's something I've been wondering for a while. Yeah? Were you the one who come up with the idea of Kameshima Kutukan? No, I can't take credit for that one. Oh, that I forgot you didn't know, Lisa. No what? At one point, the local youth organization was trying to come up with so many ideas for tourists. Tsukasa stepped up and suggested creating a mascot character for Kameshima. She even drew the design for it. Mascot characters are all the rage nowadays. There are even mascots for the World Expo and the Japan Games. The unique look. Azami is such a good friend to everyone. Precious baby. Ekspresinya kayak sudah lelah. Ya kan, sleepy expression. There's a bunch of Kameshima rumors now. Keychains, notepads, you name it. If you want any, just let me know. By the way, have you seen the 2 foreign tourists that were supposed to be visiting today? Wait a second, foreign tourists? Here? Today? No way! What did they look like? Did they have blonde hair? Were they cool? I'm not sure. We don't know that much about it. I guess that means you haven't seen them either now. Yeah, I guess they didn't come this way. Hey now, you'd had better not be thinking of following them around. You don't want them to think we're all unsophisticated louds out here, do you? But if you see them, you'll come and tell me, right? Right? Okay, we will. Man, I sure hope I run into those foreigners before I leave. Have you heard about the missing two of my divers? Some of the other divers think it's a sign that something bad is going to happen. But you should probably keep quiet about this. If you start bringing it up, people will get suspicious. That's probably true, yeah. Personally though, I think they were probably just unfortunate accidents. Wait, so you mean disaster 5 years ago was caused by some curse? And that same curse is going to cause the same thing to happen again? So it seems. What the hell is he all about? Trying to pass things off as some occult tribe? Don't tell me you don't believe that rubbish. Well, it did seem pretty believable. Oh, please. He's obviously feeding you a lot of nonsense. I don't know if you two are aware, but there are rumors the old man's been really into these shady sorcerers lately. A sorcerer? Yeah, some sort of miracle worker over in Tokyo or something. Apparently he'll do anything they say. That's probably why he's going on about curses and stuff. Shotaro did say he's been behaving oddly recently. Even Shotaro thinks so? Then that's gotta be it. So, it's just a hoax? Oh, what is that? Is that all? I'll be going back to work then. Where should we go? We're going to search for the foreigner, probably. Oh, Chia is it? Ah, Chia. You two again? Still wandering around poking your nose to business you shouldn't be? How about you stop messing around and just give up already? Nothing you do is gonna make me change my mind. I'm saying it for his sake as much as anyone else, Minakuchi boy. Try to understand my position, eh? For my sake? You managed to survive the disaster 5 years ago. Some would call it a miracle even. It wouldn't do to see that miracle go to waste with it. Maybe I flew off the handle a bit earlier, end up coming off a bit stronger than I meant to. I can't tell you anything about your mother, but believe me, when I said best, you let slip in the slide. It's always so sad. She's going to get mad when she finds out we're going diving when the disaster happened. Say what? You want to take the chance to pay our respect? The strange rumbling is coming from the south. Oh! What? Do you know where they went? Looked like they were headed to the lighthouse. The lighthouse, gotcha. That's pretty far away. Oh, she believed in the curse. I don't want to talk bad about the woman or anything, but there was obviously something about Mother Minakuchi for his back. She always seemed anxious and on edge. And then disaster struck. Might be I'm just reading too much into it, but I can't shake this thought of mine either. Okay, she thinks it's a battle, man. And both of them turn into hellfish, right? They got cursed. But they didn't know. For now, the only one who knows is Yume-sama. Okay, let's go to the lighthouse. Udah mau jam 12 dulu. I have to sleep. After talking to the shit, yeah, okay. Excuse me? You rang? Mermaids this evening? Could this young islander have come all the way here to talk to us? Welcome to Kameshima Lighthouse. There's not much here, but please make yourself at home. Um, Thanks for having us. Why is it the one welcoming us? It's because most people here have been avoiding him. He's excited someone finally wants to talk. Oh? Anyway, we were wondering if you could spare a moment to talk. Wait, before you do, shall we play a game? I want to guess why you've come to talk to us. May I? Sure. I've got it. We've almost certainly done something to offend the good people of this island. Committed some manner of ill false past. You must have come to tell us that lighthouse is off limits to everyone except our best personnel. Uh, Actually no. The bitter taste of failure. And this does my same as a aspiring detective and in ignominy. I'd say that whole show was kind of social. Folks was at least. Don't worry, he's always like this. He'll bounce back in no time. I see. He must be pretty soon. Since you didn't guess right, do you mind if I continue? Thank you. My name is Arnav Burnham. You can call me Avi as a sign of our newfound friendship. Also because I like it better. Arnav Burnham. Avi. Okay then, Avi. Ah, such a pleasing ring to it. And what can I do for you, young man? Would this girl be your daughter? Not quite. Miss Chilce Lunar Light here is a distant relative of mine. Distant relative? Yes, Miss Chilce Lunar Light would be me. Nice to meet you. Chilce. I'm Yuza Minakuchi, a resident of Kameshima and this is Azami Kumoi. Nice to meet you. Wait, Minakuchi? Oh, so we pick your interest, have we? Fantasy writer by trade. Not that any of his books sell at all. That's right, for some reason no one buys my novels. Quite a mystery, no? As a fantasy writer has no need for mystery. What's that? I earn more as an occult writer, so that might as well be my main job now. Humbug, I say, take a stock in it and mind your own beeswax. What? In any case, I'm just your average free spirit, footloose, fancy-free, and all that. What's that? You're wondering if my bohemian nature is the reason I remain unattached and unwed? Humbug, I say. Stick a sock in it and mind your own beeswax. You seem to be enjoying yourself. I am indeed. Why not give it a try yourself? 1, 2, 3. Humbug! I'm good, thanks. Impressive. This guy sure is hard to keep up with. At any rate, I recently found myself with a pressing need to visit your very country for research. Fortunately, young Chirsia here has happened to be studying in Japan and kindly agreed to accompany me as my guide. Your guide? Indeed, she's quite the enthusiast when it comes to Japanese folklore and occult phenomena. And such pleasure to converse with as well. Iseshima is deeply spiritual region, full of sacred places I've always wanted to visit. We traveled around the mainland before coming here. This place stands above the beyond. My nose almost started bleeding from exfoliation. It will unlock once all conditions are met. In fact, I think it did a bit. Of course, it wasn't called the island where I repaired the waves from the eternal world for nothing, you know? The land with the what? What's this? You've never heard of it? Really called that? It said that Yamato Hime no Mikoto, an empress of ancient Japan, was searching for a suitable place to enshrine Amaterasu 2,000 years ago. She received a divine revelation that the waves around Ise province came from the eternal world, which led her to establish the Ise Grand Shrine. This eternal world is a separate realm from the world in which we live. Some describe it as a perpetual paradise. Whoa, you're gonna have to slow down there a bit. So, what does that mean exactly? Basically, Ise is such a sacred place, even the ancient god took a liking to it, right? Exactly. It has such an enchanting vibe. Just being here is enough to have my nose gushing all day long. She's cute. 15 years old? Okay. Yeah, siren. Their claim to fame is surfacing their lives and bewitching sailors with their beautiful voices. Andersen fairy tale The Little Mermaid is a famous example for this type of mermaid. Indeed, it caused this image to enter common knowledge. Yeah, that's what comes to mind when thinking of mermaids too. The typical mermaid, right? Ah, but the mermaid that appears in ancient Japan folklore is quite different. The scary thing! This mermaid has only the head of human, with the rest of its body being a fish. It appears as if it was seen more as an evil spirit or yokai in nature. The legend that eating its flesh will grant immortality also implies that it was seen as more fish than human. Yeah, because you wouldn't eat human flesh. One could rather assume that there are several different types of creature that can be encompassed by the term mermaid. Okay. After all, there are also reports of more humanoid or demi-human mermaids being sighted in Japan in later years. Different type of mermaids, huh? Personally, I think lumping the two under the same opinion is a mistake. Oh! After all, there are two different creatures which just happen to share the same traits of being half fish, half human. It led to misunderstanding when conflicting stories get passed down, and then the whole concept gets stripped into a so-called malarkey. I think I see what you mean. Listening to you talk about them, it sounds like you believe mermaids really exist, Sophie. But of course I do. After all, I didn't come to search for mermaids. I came to look for mermaids. Ba-ba-bum. Isn't it? I think this is the first time someone's agreed with me on that matter. And that brings me to my next question. You wouldn't happen to have any local info on mermaids, would you? Unfortunately, I've never heard of any folklore about mermaids here. I see, that would align with the answer we've received to our other inquiries. I would seem our investigation has branded us as certified weirdos. Most everyone now turns a blind eye as far as the deaf ear. Well, it's probably not just because of that. I mean, isn't there supposed to be a huge occult place going in Japan right now? If you're that interested in the occult, you thought you head all the way to Kameshima. Do you have a reason to believe mermaids could be found here? Okay, Taishima, again. Some say there were three mermaids, Sabai, Nagame and Hayase, living in the seas around Taishima 400 or so years ago. We should obviously lead one to believe something is being concealed. On that note, did you know that the records remain of several of the sightings of mermaids in Ise? That is right. Legends about mermaids exist throughout Japan, and this region is no exception. In particular, there are reports of mermaids having been discovered in Suyu City and Ise City, both which border Ise Bay. Well, I had no idea. I've jotted down some notes on this legend, so please take a look if you're interested. Of course, with exchanging files. Betsuho. Six mermaid sighting. And Meiju. Okay. Three mermaids of Taishima. Are we not going to talk about my mom? Fish mermaid. Okay, this is interesting. Fish mermaid are probably the one that got the curse, right? I've lost that again. The fish curse. It's like our mom. Any mermaids around here would be human mermaid. Ise Bay, fish mermaid. Taishima, human mermaid. And here in Kameshima, it would be human mermaid. I see. Mermaids whose flesh would make you immortal if you eat it would have to be the fish mermaid then. Another fun question. It is indeed difficult to imagine people eating the flesh of a human mermaid. But I personally believe that human mermaids also have the power to bestow immortality on people. How about another vessel of meat? Yugo. Oh yeah, Urashima Taro, that's what I mean. Yeah, rescue a sea turtle. Then the turtle thanked him by inviting him to Ryugu Palace di bawah laut. Punyanya Dragon King. Putrinya disitu namanya Otohime. Dia beberapa hari di situ dikasih pesta-pesta makanan, terus dia kangen rumah, dia pengen pulang. Dia bilang ke Otohime, saya mau izin pulang ya. Otohime sedih gitu kan, tapi dibolehin pulang. Terus akhirnya dikasih oleh-oleh ini untuk perpisahan, aku kasih kotak tamat tebako namanya, tapi dikasih tahu jangan pernah dibuka. Aneh gak sih, kayak kamu ngasih oleh-oleh tapi kayak jangan dibuka. Pas pulang desanya udah berubah, rumah dia hilang, orang tua dia nggak ada, terus kayak orang-orang yang dia kenal juga udah nggak ada semua. Ternyata beberapa hari di Ryugu itu tuh udah berapa ratus tahun di atas. Oke. Terus dia kayak bersedih gitu, akhirnya dia kayak berharap semoga Tama Tebako itu bisa kayak menolong dia gitu kan. Akhirnya dia buka tuh Tama Tebakonya, terus isinya tuh kayak ada asap-asap putih gitu yang langsung menutupi tubuh dia semuanya, dan dia langsung kayak berubah jadi orang tua seperti sudah melewati ratusan tahun yang dia lewatkan itu. Ryugu is known for being home to the priestesses who attend the god of the sea. This woman are colloquially referred to as Otohime. But she was described as the ruler of Ryugu Palace in the fairy tale, so she was actually a priestess? This is another interesting theory. It said that although human were half fish, half human woman in appearance, in other words, they were mermaids. Oh, but that's what I hear you say. That's all well and good, but what is this river palace anyway? You want to know? You're dying to know, aren't you? Very well. Take it away, Chelsea. Alright, as a matter of fact, Yugo is said to be the exact same place as the eternal world I mentioned earlier. The sea around Ise, which is said to consist the slave from the eternal world, is in fact the location of Yugo, and Yugo is home to the Otohime mermaids. That's right. What's more, a priestess who lived in a land said to be an eternal paradise. It wouldn't be that odd if they had some sort of power to grant immortality to humans. Even in the tale of Urusima Taro, Princess Otohime displayed the ability to influence the physical age of other people using Tamatodako. If the story has its basis in the ability of mermaids, the power of her makes up a lot of sense, don't you think? So that's why you think human mermaids are able to get immortality even without eating their flesh? Intriguing, is it not? But how would you even get to Yugo? A turtle? And we're a turtle-shaped island! That's interesting. Okay. Okay, yes. By the way, Yuza, you said your name was Yuza Minakuchi. Kenapa harus nge-zoom in, Bas? Huh? Mother Minakuchi was my mom. She passed away in an accident 5 years ago. 5 years ago. You wouldn't happen to have inherited anything from your mother, would you? No, but what do you mean? Why do you know about my mom? Could she have had some sort of connection to mermaids? Please tell me, I'm also looking for mermaids. If you know anything, I have to know. A connection between mermaids and Mother Minakuchi. A remote from where? I heard it from a descendant of the islander who used to call Taishima home. What? So someone survived the disaster that sunk Taishima, and their descendants are still around today? I see. Yuza. You see, okay. And I know some of it probably comes from me wanting her to be still alive. Why you ask? Why? There's a rumor about one of the three mermaids who used to live around Kameshima. They say she took a human form several decades ago and has lived among humans ever since. What? No way! Hahaha, God, my surprise as well. This is my surprise face, by the way. But you have that face all the time. So they're fighting with my limit. Is something wrong? We must beat you, what? Goodbye, okay. Now that mentioned, if you're looking for to make glass value, you probably want to be heading back soon. Thank you, I'm just holding a nose spaghetti. But I really should get off the island as soon as possible. Ever since arriving here, I've had this feeling that some terrible calamity is approaching. Tomorrow. Yuza. I'm sorry, excuse me. Avi! If you happen to find any more leads on Mermaids today, could you let me know as soon as possible, please? Thank you. Oh, man, that sure was strong of good luck. I never thought they'd have so much info for us. I really need information by tomorrow then. What is going to happen tomorrow? Where are we going anyway, huh? Anyway, Yuza, I think I have to sleep. Udah setengah satu cuy, oh my god. Tidak bisa dibiarkan, tidak bisa dibiarkan. Tidak bisa dibiarkan. Parah banget, aku harus tidur, harus tidur. Okay, I know this is going to be a really short goodbye, but goodbye everyone. Thank you so much for today. I'm going to sleep. Bye.